Hi everyone, it's Greg Owen and it is also National HIV Testing Week. So in light of that, I am about to do a home HIV test from BioSure. Can you see that? There we go. From BioSure, and this test apparently is really easy and really simple to do, and so I'm just going to crack on with it. So they recommend that you read the instructions thoroughly before you start, because you can only really use the test once, so if you mess it up, then you've messed it up. On BioSure's website, there's a really cool little video that sort of shows you what to do and gives you some tips. One thing they have recommended is having a little piece of tissue ready, because obviously you're going to prick your finger, and having a phone or a timer ready, because the test takes 15 minutes to give you the result back. So here we go. So this test is from BioSure. You can find their website, or if you go on my Twitter at Greg Owen, the O is a 0, and you can find their at on my Twitter. So let's crack on then. Okay. So let's have a little look. So okay, so I'll just show you what this looks like. So this is your little kit that contains the test. This is an overview of the test, and these are your instructions. So I'm just sort of going to crack on with this. So what you need to do is take the little sachet, the little packet that contains the test, open that up, he said. There we go, open that up, get rid of the rubbish. And let's see what we have inside. Definitely need to go back to the gym if I can't open this test. Okay, that's empty, get rid of that. Okay, so this is the little test tube that does the actual test, and in the top there's a little holder, but it's the reactionary bit, like the reactive bit of the test. So when you put the blood in it, you need to pop it into that to activate the test. So the instructions state to, with clean, dry hands, to take the little top piece off, and in the kit that it comes in the little box, there's like a really handy little holder thing. It's just literally just a little hole, and that goes in like so. There we go. So here is the test kit, which I'm going to pop down just for a minute. So anyone who's ever been to a sexual health clinic or had any kind of finger prick test, and they use this little jabber thing, which actually is quite painless, but I've never done one before, so a little bit like, so, well yeah, let's just get on with it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before I prick my finger, I'm going to get my plaster ready, because they provide you with a little plaster, which is cool. Okay, so my plaster is ready to go after I prick my finger. So yeah, I guess we just go straight in. So I'm going to use my pinky finger, and the little red bit of the jabber thing goes onto the finger that you're going to use, and then you just get a little click. So here we go. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. So you can see I've got a little bit of, no, you can't. If you squeeze just to get a little drop of blood, can you see? There we go, we're bleeding a little bit. So I just want to give it a little squeeze to get a decent amount of blood running. And all you have to do is to fill the little tip of the test tube. There we go, I think that's enough blood. So this little tube automatically sucks up the blood that you've got from the little pinprick. Yeah, and actually it does that really easily. Oh, actually the more you touch the drop of blood, the more blood comes out. Oh. Okay, so that's all I need. Like a little tiny bit of blood. Okay, so it's pretty painless and pretty straightforward so far. That's full. Yeah, that's full. So now what you need to do is pop this into the little cap bit that you took off earlier. So it needs to go all the way down in order for the test to kick in. So there you go. all the way down. And that's it. So, bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to put my little plaster on this. So, wipe off the blood, take the plaster, put the plaster on, and set your phone or a timer for 15 minutes. And wait. So that's that all done. I'm going to clean this up. So really, in essence, that's how simple and easy it is to do a home HIV test for yourself. And that takes 15 minutes. What the people at BioSure have very nicely done in this pack is give you some signage as to what you do if you get a HIV positive result. Don't panic, don't worry. I know it might be a little bit scary, but we'll take care of you, we'll look after you, you will be okay. If you get a HIV positive result, then I guess you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do about that result? And I would, as a person living with HIV, I would actively encourage you to breathe, relax, get in touch with your local sexual health clinic and link into care with them. You can pretty much start meds straight away or within a couple of weeks once you get a couple of blood tests done. I was HIV undetectable in 4 weeks after my diagnosis, after I started meds, which was 2 weeks after my diagnosis. So in 6 weeks, I had gone to undetectable in my blood. In groin fluids, or seminal fluids, or groin fluids, it takes about 6 months for that to catch up. But once you get to HIV undetectable, you're considered uninfectious, so you can't pass the virus on, which is fantastic. If we can get a really good grip on that, then we can start to kind of stem onward infections. And also then, which fingers crossed, and we hope that most of you will return a HIV negative result. And again, at that point, I think you have to ask yourself, well, this is still a diagnosis of sorts. It's a HIV negative diagnosis. So what are we going to do about that? So we would like to think about condoms where we can, if you can. And also, if you think that it might be worth it and you think you are at risk and you think you might benefit from it, I would encourage you to at least think about PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis for HIV. It's a pill a day or on demand, depending on how you use it, that greatly reduces your risk of contracting HIV. If taken correctly, it gives you a protection of about 99.999%. So I think that's it. I'm not going to wait for the result of this because there are no prizes for guessing. Mine's going to be positive, but yeah, that's that. So please test for HIV testing week and just know your status. BioSure run hashtag of know your status, and you can contact Terence Higgins Trust for some HIV advice, and I would just recommend testing. And if you get a positive result, don't panic, we can look after you. If you get a negative result, think about what's the best sex we can have with the least amount of harm or risk. And that's it. If you want more information on PrEP, please visit my website, iwantprepnow.co.uk, and you can follow us on Twitter as well, which is @iwantprepnow. That's it really. Happy National HIV Testing Week. Be safe, be happy, be protected, have fun. That's it.